homicide. One thing about me, all my niggas started from the bottom. Now we're gonna way up to the top. One thing about me, niggas they know that I get it. Bitches they know that I get it. My money talking, your money get mentioned. Been with my niggas, we stacking them figures, stacking them digits.
The hot seat now, change the name. We here, my boy Drizz. You know what I'm saying? We're about to talk to him about his mixtape, his graduation that just happened, and everything that's going on. His clothing line. So, what's going on, Drizz?
Not much, man. I'm chilling. What's going on?
Man, just chilling, man. I wanted to talk to you about your mixtape recently, and one of my favorite songs on there is "Fix Your Heart."
Okay.
Cause I'm an R&B dude, and I like the hip hop, so that's what I really like. Okay. How long have you known the dude that was featured on there? Drizz Kalima?
Yeah. Oh, that's my man. I probably knew him for about going on like 7 years, man.
Okay.
Yeah, like I knew him for a while. Like just met him on the humble. He used to mess with Wave Labs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. He used to I remember PC Beats and Cash Flow introduced me to him. And Cash Flow used to be like the rapper for Wave Labs, and PC Beats was the beat maker / engineer. And I know he used to say he hated engineering, but loved making beats. And Faris hate making beats and love engineering, so it was love right there. And then I'm not sure what happened from them, but they collapsed. Then I feel like Faris is one of the people that let me know music was something I need to be doing. Cause after that little fallout, I ain't seen for maybe a year. Then one day I told myself I'm gonna go make a song. I went up to Black Dream over there on Lancaster Ave. He was the engineer sitting there. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I remember you feel me? Bop, busted up a little bit. I made a track. Then I probably came in like 4 times after that. Then I stopped coming in now. I'm thinking, fuck it, music ain't for me. Hit the trap, try to do whatever. Then I moved to Dover. You know what I'm saying? I started going to DSU. I met a dude. Actually, you know what? I ran into Faris again at Getting Live Entertainment, and met a dude named Co, Free Co, by the way. From he in the feds right now, but he be home soon. So you know, that's pretty much how that went. And to this day, we still cool. So.
Now, is your mixtape called Drizz?
Yeah, yep. Okay. That's self-titled joint. Gotcha. I got two before that actually. 90s Baby, all 90s beats, 6-track EP. And I got a tape I put out right before that called Money Murders Loyalty. They all on Spin Real of them.
Okay. So how long you been rapping for?
Probably 2 summers ago. Like, cause when I met Faris back 7 years ago, I wasn't really rapping. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you say you're in Drizz. Where does that come from for you? Like, where did you get the name from? Where did I get that?
Literally, it came from just a spin off of Dre. Right. You know what I mean? It wasn't too much thought put into it. Still not too much thought put into it, honestly. But yeah, it just came from a spin off of everybody calling me Drizz down DSU. When I first got down there, I needed a little nickname, needed a little something to make me stand out. Right. And actually, Cash Flow again. He was my first roommate at Dell State, and he gave me that name, and everybody ran with it.
Okay. So. We want to say congratulations for just graduating from Dell State.
Good looking.
Class of 2017. Congratulations on that. But I wanted to ask you about working with Chef Tate. How did you get involved with him? Like, how did that relationship come about?
Before you answer, let me get your boy a seat real quick.
Okay.
Hey, you won't be in the camera. You straight, so you can sit right here. All right, go ahead. You can sit straight down. Chef Tate.
All right, so answer that. All right, well, Chef Tate. I met him. And every other producer on that mixtape actually, along with on the other ones. As far as Money Murders Loyalty, 90s Baby was another joint, but Chef Tate, I met him through Gatto. Okay. You know what I mean? Delgado Hilado, shout out to that nigga. Yeah, I seen that at DSU. Yup. Yeah. Y'all snapped with that. I met Chef Tate through him actually at Getting Live Entertainment. Actually, we all had signed with Getting Live Entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me, Faris, Gatto, Bop, shout out to Bop. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah. I met him through him. Young boy, he was making beats. They always was fire. He always was hot. And I'm like, damn, this nigga. And you know what I mean? He pitched them to us because we was all on the label together. Because Chef Tate, a couple other beat makers, Dixon, little DC Beats, shout out to him. Oh man, Ty. He was another beat maker. Finesse was another beat maker. Yeah, all of them. They would, yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all got to hear the rest of them joints. All right, it's a lot of tracks I got that I ain't put out yet.
Okay.
So that, like, since you have a lot of that you got in tuck, like, are you putting anything out soon? Like, you got something coming out?
I told myself I ain't doing no more tapes until I get some bread.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I got a lot of songs that I can just put out for the humble. Now that I got the line for the Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, you know what I'm saying? I got one track on all of those right now. One Thing About Me. You can find that, you can catch that in whatever store for 99 cents. Like, I'm starting it with that. That beat was made by DC Beats. Like I said, shout out to him. And I got a lot more, all originals. So.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I wanted to ask you too. How long did it take you to come up with Drizz? Like, how long was the process of making this mixtape?
You know what I mean? See, the funny part is, some of them songs are from 2 years ago. Some of them songs are from the day before I dropped it. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, it really, like, I like to put out my tapes in a flow. Meaning, like, I'll listen to whatever, like, I'll just put random songs in the track list, and I'll just wait until they make sense to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, for example, my first tape, Money Murders Loyalty. When I first dropped that and the track list for that, even the track list makes sense and what the song was called, and it just happened like that. I didn't make it like that. I don't force nothing.
Right.
So when it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, I pretty much had all of them songs for Drizz done. I might have had to tweak 1-2 things, maybe change a verse here and there because I've adapted and grown since then. But other than that, yeah.
So another producer I wanted to ask you about working with, Dougie on the beat, who a lot of people know him from working with Corey.
Right.
So how did you get put on to that? What was that like?
Actually, you know what? That was all my man Bop doing. We slid up to Heat Factory one day, which is in North Philly. We slid up to North Philly. Dougie on the beat, real cool dude. Recorded a few tracks with him, not just that one or two. Again, tracks that niggas is, you know what I mean, just ain't heard yet, and they gonna hear them real soon. Whether it be the SoundCloud, the Spinrilla, the whatever, you know what I mean. But dealing with him was real cool. He was one of them dudes I kind of had to pull up a little bit because it was on some type of time where I was like, treat me the same way you're going to treat Core. For sure, the same way you're going. My money green too. You know what I'm saying?
That's business.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because sometimes them type of dudes, when you get to some place where people like that got a name, they try to act a little accordingly to that name, and it's not like that. You know what I mean? Business is business at the end of the day. So
now, out of all your mixtapes, I want to check out the one you said you called the 90s what?
90s baby, all 90s beats.
All right, which one was your favorite?
You know what? I got two. The intro, which I did on the Stop Being Greedy beat, DMX, or or number 2 track, which was Girls Them Sugar beat. Yup. Or I had 2 features on there. One from Rizzy, shout out to Rizzy, and I had one from Gatto at the end on 187 beat, the Snoop Dogg joint. Yeah. And actually, the 187 joint is interesting because me and Gatto was coming at each other on that joint. Okay.
So
yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because it really came like that because me and him, we were at the bar. Actually, Bubba's, shout out to Bubba's. We was at the bar. And I got, Gatto not a drinker. I got him a couple of drinks. He came back to the studio talking heavy. He talking about can't nobody run him on the track. Can't nobody fuck when he want to be. Right. Whatever, you feel me? So I said, well, let's do something. Yikes Lee was in the studio. Shout out to Yikes Lee. He put on whatever beats he thought we could just run. So he just, I think 187 might have been the third. And boom, writing session. We probably wrote for like 20 minutes. I got in the booth, spit my joint. He came in, spit his, and
I definitely I want to check that out because I'm a big old school hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I'm definitely gonna check that out. I'll probably check it out.
New school style. When you really make something happen out there.
No, I'm glad you took the time out to appreciate the culture like that. You know what I'm saying, and put the beats on there.
And one thing a lot of people do, A lot of people like to get them remakes so they can get a check.
Okay, that's true.
I mean, I do it for the culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I do it because I really love them beats and I really love that era. You know what I'm saying? Because I came up in that era. I'm born in 91.
Right.
So, I mean, I came up in that era, so I would never disrespect it.
So you can say you witnessed it. First thing,
Little kid, I mean, 91, you know what I'm saying? I guess around 99, I was 9,
Yeah.
maybe 8, you know what I'm saying?
I'm probably listening to that stuff when I was a baby.
Exactly,
so
right?
in my head.
Yeah, it's there, so.
I'm 19, like I was in 98, so I'm not old, y'all talking about.
Right.
But yeah, so working on, you mentioned a lot that you work with a lot of artists, guys, Doug on the beat, a lot of people, so for collaborations, do you find it easier that you take a lot of workload over when you collab, or do you like to let back and let the flow come?
You know what? That depends. I mean, I've done collaborations with artists that I've never even seen.
Right.
I've done collaborations where I went to my studio, recorded, left a verse open, and sent it to California. You know what I mean? Or I've done collaborations where me and, let's just say Gado was right next to each other. And we picked the beat ourselves. We decided what the hook was going to be. We decided what the song was going to be about. And we decided how we was going to come at it. So, I mean, it's different ways that you can come to that situation. But I always find it better when you are together. But if you can't, you can't. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, actually, I got a song coming with a shorty that's up and coming. Her name, Sunani or something like that. Oh, shout out to her. She's gonna come to the studio I recorded at. So I already recorded the song, sent it to her, but she wants to come to where I did it. So that's another kind of spin on it. You know what I mean? I already laid it. Right. So now I'm waiting on you. So it just depends.
You look at yourself more than an artist though, right? Like you call yourself an entrepreneur.
Right. I would call myself like a brand. Because I know for the most part, man, I would hate to say it, but if they ever let me in that door, I'm gonna do a lot more than just make verses. Right. You know what I mean? I'm gonna own shit. I'm gonna get on my Rick Ross, Jay-Z 50 type time. Whether it's getting a TV show, whether it's getting restaurants or clothing lines, rocking with, you know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna try to squeeze every dollar out the people that's watching me. So that's how I'm coming.
You gotta be like that too, just to survive out here.
Yeah.
So let's go into your brand. It's called True Hustler.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. Shoes, like I got one on there. You know what I mean? That TH means a lot to me. You know what I mean? What I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually gonna turn this to a chain. I'm running that on Shine soon. This exact logo right here. Then I got, you know what I mean? The hat I got on right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. This joint is a True Hustler exclusive hat. You know what I mean? You can always get it if you hear me. I got these joints for the ladies. I mean, you see I was tie-dye, bleached, or whatever.
And hold it up a little higher for me. Yeah.
I was bleached and all that. I do all that, man.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So I just make sure it's quality. I don't like serving out no bullshit. So from there on, that's how I'm working.
So you got a website and stuff for it too, or you gonna start up one?
It's all coming.
Okay, got it.
It's all coming. Like, at the moment, and it's crazy because the demand is out there, crazy. But I haven't even really begun to put it out. It's more or less on some word of mouth. You know what I mean? You heard it, I heard it. I got an Instagram page for it called True Hustler Streetwear. I have 11 brand ambassadors, mostly ladies. So I pass them off their shirts like this. What I'll usually do is get them to photo shoots, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Really just get it done, get it out there. Promotion is the most important thing for me. I might give you a shirt for free. Just all I ask is a couple Instagram posts, maybe Facebook, whatever you get on, Twitter, whatever, and just make me boom from whatever I'm doing for you. You know what I mean?
So you mentioned that you like to keep the quality. So you say that you match the quality that you put into your music as you do in your clothing?
Yeah, I do. Because I mean, like I said, I don't like putting out nothing that I can't really stand. You know what I mean? If I can't stamp it, if I don't feel confident about what I'm putting out, then I'm not even going to touch it.
Yeah, man. And I want to talk about your influences too. Who was like a major influence for you growing up when you were watching the main hip hop stars
growing up in that 90s era, that early 90s?
Man, the number one person that formed who I am today is Will Smith.
Okay.
He did a lot. I mean, I know he first rapper with a Grammy, first rapper with a sitcom. You know what I mean? All that he did his thing. He didn't much get into the entrepreneurial side because he didn't have to. But I learned that from the streets. I learned that from watching people lose and learning how to win from what they did. You know what I mean? Because we all doing the same thing. We all trying to get up. So if this person's selling drugs and this person's doing it the legal way, this person selling drugs just went down in jail, this person doing it the legal way still broke, I know what the legal person is doing wrong, and I know what the nigga selling drugs is doing wrong. Yeah. So I can put them together. You know what I mean? I can do what I gotta do to make it work for myself. And, you know.
So you take what you learned from seeing both sides and kind of put it together.
Exactly. I take people's losses and turn it into my wins. So I don't gotta lose. You know what I mean? That's why I don't mind spending $200 on shirts, getting them done, and giving them out to the people. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing that a lot of people do wrong is they don't understand that there's two ways to make $1 million. You can sell a lot for a little, or you can sell a little for a lot. We're in the business where I'm dealing with people. I need a lot of people, so I need to sell for a little. If it don't cost a little, I need to get the promotion. I need to get whatever behind me so that people can follow me. And I don't even need to sell myself. And I you know what I mean? Yeah. Everything sells itself, and not me. So, you know.
It's like Rick Ross and them.
Okay. As far as like the promotion goes, I learned a lot from Will D. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to him. He died in a tragic accident. He taught me a lot. He was the owner, or soon to be owner of the Club Bubba's in Dover. He actually also owned a car dealership in Dover. He also owned the strip club Fairways in Dover. So he taught me a lot about ownership. He taught me a lot about how to do it. He taught me about how to run it. So I took a lot of those principles and applied it just to everyday life. You know what I mean? So even how Bubba used to go. It used to get to the point where me and him, we didn't even. Sometimes he would just give me the whole door amount. Sometimes we would split the whole club. Sometimes we would just split the door. You know what I mean? It just depended on how we would do it. So like a homecoming, for example, homecoming, man, that's anywhere between 5 and 10 bands walking in that club that night. You know what I mean? You split that with Will D. You walking away with $2,000. Who else is giving a young man that chance to do something like that? You know what I mean? So. For the most part, what I learned from him is to give chances and to really take things for what it's worth. Well, D was the type of dude, he'll have $20 to get in this club, but if all you have is $5 in your pocket, he'll take it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, any profit counts. I didn't have that $5 in your pocket before you came here. So I'm gonna take that $5 and the rest of the $5 that you with. Go ahead, everybody give me $5. Boom. But the price is $20. Don't tell nobody else. You feel me? Like, whatever. That's type 2.
It's not always about like the money. It's about.
It's about the relationship. It's about the rapport you build with people. Because if I just meet you right now, and I sell you whatever for lower than whatever it's worth, definitely lower than the competition, you're gonna come back.
Right.
Because some people say you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Some people say you teach a man a fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Some other people say I'll sell a man a fish for the low and I'll be his plug forever. You feel me? So you just gotta go like that. You know what I mean? I could be the plug forever and never have to worry about the other competition. So that's how I be thinking.
And I want to ask you too about the normally, you know, young men like ourselves, when we start getting tats and everything, a lot of times we get them for like symbolisms or like a rest in peace thing and everything. So the tats that you got any of them that's meaningful to you?
Every single one.
Every single one? Okay.
Every single one. I might have a couple play around joints, but like I got it was one time I was about maybe 16 years old. I made a post on Facebook because there was one chick in particular that I was really cool with. I don't know if y'all can see from the camera and all that, but I got signatures tatted on me. My little brother, when he was 3, first learned how to write his name. I got that tatted. My mom, my grandfather. People I was real close to also kind of noticed that, and they kind of wanted theirs. I said, nah, I'm not doing that. But, you know, it was a shorty, by the way. Yeah, I know that. But I had her lips tatted on me. So I had a lot of chicks follow up So one day I was bored on Facebook, man. I was getting tests for the low from Todd. Shout out to Todd. I gave him a PS3 in exchange for tats for like 3 months.
Wow.
And just ran off. So I said, any chick that want to get your lips tatted, hit me. Pull up to my mom's house and with a piece of paper with your lips on it, and we on go. Man, I probably had like 16 pieces of lips.
Damn.
So I took like 4 of them. I got 4. I was getting 8. But I told the shorty you can pick your spot and your color. Mm-hmm. And my man ain't have all them colors, different colors. They was getting kinky. So I ended up just getting the red, and one girl went in purple. That's like up here. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
That's some shit I ain't never heard of. Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, other than that, man, everything got like a real deep meaning to me. So I got the portraits and I got the signatures. Like I said, I got wings inside of my arms. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like this arm right here in particular is to symbolize what I got caught up into. That's why I got a spider web. And it's coming from a star because that's what I know I am. You know what I mean? So it's coming from a star and got spider webs. Then over here I got clouds. This was from my man Rain, RIP Rain. Got triple R's tatted on me. You know what I mean? I got a lot of different shit, man. My chest, my stomach, my back done. So
one of the first things I noticed was the music note.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can tell that there's something that you really put a lot of time and value into, right?
Yeah. And it's crazy because I got that before I knew I really wanted to do it. I just knew it was something I liked to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, whatever, I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? I think it was actually in one sit-down session. I got my grandfather's face with his signature. I got the music note, the Rolling Stones, the girl that be on the E-pills, mm-hmm. And I got this. My name started with an O. My real name Warren Drizz, so my name started with an O. I got that drink, and those were my first. Boom! I got that all in one sentence, and from there we just kept turning up.
So when did you realize that your music start taking off, or when did you become more serious about it? Was it high school or college? When was that?
It was probably last year when people started addressing me by it or quoting me towards it, or you know what I mean. When I put out Money Murders Loyalty, it was a girl that really took a liking to my tape. She must have been. When I had a conversation with her, she told me she was a military kid. I mean, every time I was on Snap, I might have looked at her joint. One of my joints was playing, and she would DM me, and it would be somebody different asking who's that and da 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 da, and she needed the link to my joints. So I don't know if you ever check my Instagram, my personal Instagram, which is Chase letter N Dreams _, but I have a lot of videos of people bumping my joint. Bumping whatever song it is, and I'll just, I mean, I might hashtag boom track 3, boom Money Murders Loyalty, whatever. Mm-hmm. So the girl that was a military chick, she had a lot of people from overseas. Like, I know she sent me a video from somebody in Australia bumping it, a video from somebody in Germany bumping it, a video from somebody in Iraq at the time who couldn't tag they location because they was too close to catching somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of people that was showing me love, and I really I mean Atlanta, California, whatever. So I took that to heart, man.
I wanted you to speak on that. Did it honestly make you? Did it pump your head up, or did it make you like be a lot more humble about the situation?
It definitely humbled me about it.
Okay.
See, I'm the type of person, man. So I don't know how much y'all into zodiac signs, but I'm a Leo. So I don't believe in getting my head pumped up. I feel like my shit already there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anything else is just a bonus for me, and it's just a humbling experience, especially for the last. I went to college for 5 years, so the last 5 years humbled me anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? From when I thought I was getting money to when I seen people that was getting money, or when I thought I had all the chicks to I seen who really had all the chicks, and I became one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just from being around, man. And I feel like I'm a very likable person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know what I mean, gravitate towards me, whether it be this or that. You know what I mean? But I don't call nobody bluff. You know what I'm saying? You could be around just to use something, but I'm not gonna hold you accountable for it. It is what it is. You around. I'm not gonna. Ain't like you gonna get no secrets out of me. Ain't like you going. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm just one of them cats, man. You can be around and it's just good vibes. So being at DSU, man, humbled me. So I was already humbled when I heard that these people overseas are playing my shit over different states is bumping my shit. It just felt good. Now, that's why I had no choice but to just post it. And a couple of people actually were asking me, "Oh, why don't you keep reposting that?" I mean, it's not about trying to get people to see it. It was good enough that I saw it.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
So you more so care about like the effect of that instead of just reaching.
Yeah. I mean, cause at the end of the day, man, if it reaches them, it can reach anybody.
Right.
So I'm not interested in trying to be the number one. Nothing, man. I do a lot of things for self pleasure. Like a lot of people ask me why I don't pull my snap out enough. You know what I'm saying? I might snap one thing. We here today, man. I might pull the snap out one thing. But I'm living in the moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not really too much big into. And you know what, man? I want to speak on this. As far as the technology and the apps and all that other shit, man, like I feel like that's the lower levels generation. Like we got it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But that's not our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kid that's coming up in the shit. So like when it come to like my little brother, for example, he's 9 years old. Mm-hmm. He can work the phone, he can work the iPad, he can do all that shit. At the end of the day, I couldn't do that shit when I was 9. Mm-hmm. I learned that shit when I was 16, 17. So that's not really our shit. I'm not really too heavy on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm more or less on some type of time where it's like, I'll do it when it's appropriate. But even then, I might do it just once. And I'm not a big phone person. So.
It's definitely a new generation. That's
their shit.
Now, our kid, it'll be
like I was watching a commercial. The boy was outside like crying, like you know, like on some like real sad Romeo and Juliet movie type shit. Mm-hmm. And he yelled outside. He said, "I'm gonna unfriend you."
Oh shit!
Like I was like, damn, who gives a fuck? Yeah. But them little kids, that's probably gonna be offensive as hell.
Yeah, it mean a lot.
That's supposed to be like, you gonna do what, nigga?
You gonna go on Facebook and do what?
Yeah. Like in MySpace, you took me at the top 8, it's over. Like you know what I mean no more.
Yeah, like, and it's a good thing that you brought that up because I think that when it comes to the psychotic thing or psychology wise, and speaking to that point, mm-hmm. especially like with somebody in your industry that's like a hip hop head, if they're coming up with this new shit that's now, they're more worried about likes and getting comments instead of their quality in music. I'm
more worried about the quality of music and face-to-face interaction. Mm-hmm. I don't need to do all this. I don't need 1,000 likes on shit, man. I mean, I know enough people that if you heard it, he heard it. You know what I mean? If she heard it, she heard it. You know what I mean? Like as long as it's, I know y'all be together and both of y'all gonna hear it. Maybe one day you'll play it and somebody else gonna hear it, and it's gonna be like that. Word of mouth is probably way stronger than social media still to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of connections in a lot of places, whether it be, you know what I mean? Like shout out to my nigga Khalil out in Minnesota. We actually did a show out there. His father's the most powerful person when it comes to entertainment in the Midwest because he has the biggest security firm. So I don't care if Drake goes to the Midwest, he's calling my man's Pop for security while he out there. Mm-hmm. So when he does that, my man's Pop tells Khalil calls me and says, yo, Drake's gonna be performing at the Minnesota Viking Stadium on the 14th. Do you want to do his after party at the club across the street? A couple times we did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that means a lot. You know what I mean? My sister, a girl I used to call my sister, her name is Jamila. Shout out to Jamila. She works for BET now. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew her for 10 years plus. Mm-hmm. You feel me? She calls me damn near every week. Mm-hmm. We talk on the phone. I go stay with her sometimes in New York at her crib. She knows anybody, everybody. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if I need to reach up there, I can reach up there, but I'd rather do it myself, do the digging. So,
you know, word of mouth is definitely strong. There's millionaires out there that I saw that only got like 2,000 followers or 200 followers. They don't care.
Exactly.
They getting that check. You can live. Oh no, man. Yeah, they getting that check. That's what they worried about. I seen this one post and the dude, he's got deposit in. It was about like $1 million. I'm like, damn, I only got like 300 followers. But for him, it's like, who cares? I'm living right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. And these young kids, For them, it's gonna be, I gotta worry about getting 1 million likes instead of $1 million.
Exactly. And that's gonna fuck the country up.
Because honestly, it's more about the connection that you make in person, because you can send anything through a text, you feel me? But if you can't do this, if you can't communicate with somebody in person, you know, you wanna get in the entertainment industry. How you gonna do it if you know how to communicate?
You can't talk.
You know? You can't talk.
And you know what the crazy part is, man? I be seeing it, like, the people that's the most chattiest on the net be the quietest motherfuckers. Or even this. It could be that people that's really high up in followers or whatever, they not gonna even care about making real money. Like you said, like they gonna be worried about making a million followers and before making $1 million, and this is corny, man. I said, it's Drizzy baby and I'm back in effect, super fly. G5, Ray hop out the jet, see your bitch, she on my dick, about to draw like a sketch. Told Shorty to throw it back like it's Mitchell and Ness. Why would you test me? Fly than the jets be. Feds on my ass, thin ice, but I'm Gretzky. I be where the vets be, but I'm still a rookie nigga. Lion, I'm a Leo, son rappers I can cookie nigga, really nigga. I said, I need an empire. Lucius, give a fuck, not two shits. Chopper leave you toothless, twisted like a Rubik's. Bitches on my poster, kid Stacy, then I dash on the lead a bitch clueless. I'm still in the hood on my cool shit. Tees with bleach stains and all white forces. Trying to make the Forbes. Bags was enormous. Got a good price from the pack. I'm on my bullshit. Free my Uncle Jungle. He been rocking from the rubble. Staying tall, going hard. Cause I really know the struggle in the field. Moving rock, going hard. Never fumble. There's an eagle. There's a storm. Rolling weed like a tumble. Roll no food. We ain't eating days. No cuts. Bag bitches with some nappy braids. Now we up. We shaped up. Trying to ride my wave in a cup. We run it up. Commit crimes that pay you. So what's up? But you don't need it though. I'm meek with the easy flow. And we only talking numbers if you need to know. You're not allowed around here, so you don't need to go. I grind hard like a kick flipping the Yeezy hoe. It's unbelievable. They tried to play me, but the speakers broke. If you need to blow, I need a round with the weed and snow. Unspeakable, unspeaker with the ether flow. I'm freaking like Aretha, though I'm higher than the peak can go.